Yes.
Thank you, Kianush. Okay, let's start the session.
Yeah.
Tonight, we're going to talk about backpacking. As you know, it's a way of traveling, and nowadays it's really popular among young people, even in Iran and all over the world. And now I want to ask you, Kianush, first. Have you ever traveled like this?
No, I haven't traveled like that. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm not so enthusiastic. Yeah, am
Yes,
I
yes.
right?
Yes, you're right.
Enthusiastic about it or interested about it. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't have time, but I would like to try it to see if I like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have any experience. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's
For
the real.
sure. For sure, it isn't easy because you have to pack your backpack and you have to travel by the cheapest price, you know, and for
Yeah.
example, you have to sleep in a tent or something like that. It's not easy, but some people say that it's enjoyable. Okay, how about you, Ali? Have you tried that?
I haven't tried that, and don't know any information about this way for traveling.
Really?
And yes, and I'm interested to know about it more
Mm-hmm.
tonight.
Okay, very good.
I have a question. Backpacking like hitchhiking, are they the same?
I don't think so. Backpacking is a kind of travel for people who don't care about luxurious travels, and they just have some necessary things with themselves in their backpacks, and they travel really light and with low money, you know, and they are easygoing and they sleep everywhere they can and they go by cheap transportation and something like this. But this way, when they spend less money, they can visit more places and the duration of their stay would be longer than normal travels because when you want to go on a trip and when you want to, for example, reserve a hotel or something like that, you have to pay a lot of
Yeah.
money. So mostly you cannot stay there for more than a week, for example. But when you
Oh,
travel in this way, you can stay some months or some weeks at least because the prices are low and people who travel like this don't spend a lot of money.
I
So
got your point, but do you know anything about hitchhiking?
not exactly, but I think they are different. If you know, you can please explain about that.
But I think they're the same, but I'm not
Uh,
sure about
uh,
it. I presume that they're the same. Uh, Hitchhiking and backpacking, I think, with hitchhiking, I think the meaning of hitchhiking, it means when you stand aside of a road and you don't have enough money, but you only have your backpack, you ask other drivers to take you to your destination.
mm. Yeah, maybe it's a part of backpacking. So
Yeah,
it is just about transportation or
I,
about
I'm not, I don't know. I don't know.
how, for example, how about the place to sleep? For example, they go to people's house and say, I want to sleep here tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's like that. I
Uh-huh.
think they're the same.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, and as you know, there is a website which is called Couchsurfing. Have you ever heard about that?
Yeah, I've heard about it. It's a international website.
Yeah, it's an international website, and people who are interested in this kind of trips can register on that website. And for example, you want to do that, you register and you say that I am welcoming to people who like to come to Iran and who like to come to my house, okay?
Yeah.
And they come to your house with no money or with a really little price, and you take them to maybe different cities, or you take them to the places, nice places in your city, and show them, you know. But in return, you can go to their country, and they will do the same for you.
You know, is that individual person or others?
It depends. It depends on your host or your hostess, and it depends on you. No, it is not necessary to be just alone. You can go with your friends, but you have to find a host that accept, for example, some friends or accept a family. So he or she should have a big house. You know, it depends on your host, your hostess. And it is really cool, and maybe mostly because of our lifestyles, we are not that much cool. But I know a girl who lives in Iran, and she has visited many European countries by this way.
Really?
Yes, she's really cool. For example,
what she said during his journey, her journey. Sorry.
Pardon?
Was he safe during her journey?
I didn't get you. I didn't get your question.
Was he safe? I mean,
safe?
Yeah.
Safe. Okay. She was really open-minded about this kind of traveling, and when I asked her, she said, no, it's okay and it's safe, but if I'm not making a mistake, when you wanna choose a host or hostess for yourself, you can read a lot of reviews about them, you know.
People write reviews about them?
I think so. For example, have you ever visited the TripAdvisor website?
No.
No, I think it's like TripAdvisor, and imagine I go to a person's house in a country, okay, and after my trip, I write something. I write a review about them, about their house on their website. Okay, for example, I write. They are really great hosts, and for example, I enjoyed a lot. Their house is really nice, and something like they are really hospitable, blah blah blah. And you as a website visitor come, and you can read my review. And so this way, when there are a lot of reviews about people, you can choose the best for yourself. It is like, for example, Digicala, when you want to buy something, at first you try to read the reviews and comments, and after that you choose the thing that you want to buy. I think it's something like that. But I know it is not really common in Iran, but I know some people who go on trips like this. Yeah. And Ali, you think does do this kind of travels have advantages or not? If they have, what are they? Ali? Okay, Ali is not here. Ali is disconnected. You tell me, Kianush, do you think this kind of travels have any advantages?
Yeah, I think the most important part for that could you'll be an experienced person. After all, you have interacted with lots of people. You know yourself better. You'll be patient. I think and I think it helps you to grow your personality. I think it's the most important thing which is matter.
Yeah, as I told you, I think they are not easy trips. So when we have to stand and tolerate difficult situations, we have to grow our personality. And I agree. I agree with you.
You're right. You're right. You have to cope with sticky situations, which is hard, which you haven't been faced since then. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, thank you. Ali, are you here?
Yes, tonight I have a poor connection, can't load my video.
No problem, no problem.
Yes.
No problem. You tell me, what advantages do these kind of trips have?
I think saving your money is the biggest advantages of this traveling, and also if you don't have enough money and want to have new advantage for your as a traveling, it's a great way for going out. And I think it's a good way. It's a good way if it be safe.
Yeah. If it's safe, it's a good way. Yeah, exactly. You wanted to say adventure.
Adventure, yes.
Yeah. Exactly. If we want to experience an adventurous trip, we can choose this way. Exactly. Okay. Let me go to the second question. Kianush, is it better to go backpacking alone or with friends?
As I told you, I don't have any experience in that situation, but I would like to experience both of them. I would like, because it depends on your mood. Sometimes you like to travel alone. You like to know yourself better. You like to think out about your life, about everything. But the other time you may like to enjoy with your friends. You like to go along with them, talks, laughs, and have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't have any particular answer to that right now.
No problem, but you mentioned that it depends on your mood, and sometimes you like to go on trips alone. Have you ever tried that? I think it's not that much good going on a trip alone. What's it like?
I don't have its experience, but I think it would be helpful too, because after all, if you think deeply, we are alone in this world. We have no actually. I think it's I would go to something philosophical, I think, and I think it will change the matter of the discussion.
No problem. You can say your reasons about how can it be enjoyable when you travel alone. I think it's not enjoyable.
Yeah, I didn't say it's enjoyable. I said that it helps you to know yourself better. It will help you to think about what you want, which position are you in, or what life puts you through in, and sometimes to be on your own and think about yourself. I think about your life. I don't see that as a common behavior, but you can do that in and on.
Yes, I got your point, but can't we do that in our houses?
No, we
Do
can't.
we have no? Why not?
Yeah.
Do we have to go on a trip for thinking about ourselves and our life?
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I think it's a, kind of new experience. Don't you think so?
Yeah, it could be a nice.
There is no doubt that it would be boring, but it
No,
would be
I
helpful.
meant that, for example, you can think about yourself and you can think about your life at home.
I got your point. But when different things happen to you, maybe based on your people things mostly based on their feelings at the moment. But when you travel, when you see other people, when you see new people, it will affect you, I think.
Mm. In what ways, for example, in what ways they can affect us?
And it would be helpful. It would be like to see the world in another view, and think that the world is not that much worthy to be sad or to be eager for some nonsense stuff. You have to just be happy. You have to feel the moment. You have to live the moment, and that's the life what it is.
I think one of the worst thing that leads us to not to live in present is thinking about money. And I think, for example, when you travel alone or when you go on a trip by backpacking, you can get free of earning money, and you can think less about money, and I think it would be helpful. And when you travel, when you go on a trip like this, I can guess you would be happier because
Yeah,
you don't have to think about money that
yeah,
much. But when we
yeah.
think about money a lot, we can't be happy. It's my opinion.
Yeah, you're right. You will be more content with less, stuff. You're right.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you very much. Okay, Ali, it's your turn. Which one is better, going on a trip alone or with your friends, especially by backpacking?
I think if we go on a trip with our friends, it's better. And about safety issues, it helps
Uh-huh. Yeah.
us to be maybe comfortable without thinking about safety issues. But if you
Ali, hello.
there isn't any. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're on and off. We missed some of your
Yes.
words.
Yes.
We missed some
Yes.
of your words. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you prefer going on trips with your friends?
Yes.
Great, thank you.
You're
Okay, and Kianush, who would you choose to go backpacking with? Who would you choose to go backpacking with?
Yeah, I know. I got your question. I'm thinking. I would like to go with my friends actually,
Uh-huh.
uh, because as we all know, it would be fun. It had lots of adventure. You could go to the wilderness. You could experience new things, camping, setting up fire, you know, talking, laughing, and yeah, because you know it's dangerous out there for who who don't have any kind of knowledge about uh, uh, backpacking. I'm talking of myself. But when you are with your friends, they could be supportive, and yeah.
Yeah. What kind of personality and characteristics should they have to come with you? I think not all people can travel like this.
Yes, yes, yes. It's because as we all we have a saying in our country which اگه میخوای کسی رو بشناسی باید باش سفر کنی یا زیر سقف زندگی کنی.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yes. And when you travel with your friends, there would be a lot of different just to be friends in your own city, and you hang 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 out, yeah.
Yes, hang out with.
You hang out with occasionally, but it's different when you travel with them because you might face with sticky situations. You should be supportive. You should have patient. You should be supportive, and they should not be. You should not think about yourself just. I'm looking for a word which is I forgot it, and it's hard.
I think you have to be easygoing and cool.
Yes, easygoing. Thank you.
Easygoing.
You have to be easygoing because and unfortunately, which I think it's you can hardly find it in our nation. I don't know because it's our culture or because it's the situation which made the people like that. Because I recently had a journey with my friends, but somehow the situation got sticky. We had some kind of argument, but totally we could handle it.
Very
something that which we couldn't handle, but it was something that made us to know each other a little bit better. And yeah, you're right. You should find the person.
Yeah. Where did you go?
We went to Vazana Desert. I don't know if you heard. It's near the sun. It has 140 kilometers distance from the Swan. It was really beautiful, and there were lots of people there who made to be there. There was a safari.
My God! Very good.
Yeah, we did the safari. That was really exciting. That was really fun. That was, I think, the heat of the journey. I'll tell you.
For you mean it is something like Dubai?
Yeah.
Oh.
With an SUV, and
very good.
We made it at night, and there was a real pretty scary and mystery. Yeah, that was really
mysterious. Okay, yeah, thank you. So, how long did it take? For how many days you stayed there?
I've been there for 2 nights.
2 nights.
And the whole trip was about, I think, 4 days.
Oh, very good. Was it kind of backpacking, or for you slept at a hotel or something?
So we put up a tent, as I mentioned. We set a fire under the sky. It's full of stars. It was so spectacular.
Oh, very good. But
There was-
so it was kind of backpacking, but you said you didn't have such experience before.
But the car was ours.
Uh-huh. You had a car.
Yeah.
Very good. So I can imagine that it was interesting.
Yeah, that was really good.
Very good. Very good. And I hope I can go there because I think I like safari, and experiencing that in our country is really great.
Yeah. I really recommend you to go there.
Do girls go there or just boys go there?
Yeah, it was so busy there. There were lots of crowd there.
Uh-huh.
People go there with tour.
Uh-huh. Even girls and women.
Yeah, why not?
Very good. Very good. Great. Okay, thank you, Ali. It's your turn. Who would you choose to go backpacking with?
I choose one of my best friend, a person who I met in person the first time at university,
Very
and
good.
we were studying at the same time and also graduated at the same time. He has a sense of humor, and he is extroverted, and he's a very good person because he's very great, and he's very patient, and I can trust him, and I choose this person for traveling.
Very good. And what kind of personality should they have? I mean, the people who want to go backpacking with.
People should be patient, and also I think having a sense of humor is a great point for them, because people who have sense of humor can create for you enjoyable time. And I think being extroverted is also good, and just 3 points I mentioned.
Yeah, I think the thing that you said is really important, because when you go backpacking, the situation would be difficult, and if there are some people who have sense of humor, you can stand and tolerate the situation easier.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really good. Okay, and Kianush, how do you think backpacking around the world would change a person? Please consider around the world.
Yeah, because you may visit lots of countries with different with variety of cultures. They may think differently. They will act differently. They have different festivals. You have to you have to try to communicate with them, interact with people, and you have to survive somehow in that situation, because of course you may not know lots of countries' languages, but you have to try to communicate with them.
Yeah, that's really cool, interesting.
And I think which makes it really interesting, that is, you don't know what will happen for you, even for minutes, and you know nothing about it. That would be something which is interesting, because human nature it's kind of mysterious. You know, mysterious things is interesting for human, which I want to say. And you may have got lots of experience. I think it will change your personality completely.
Mm-hmm. It may change our personality for the better or worse.
Yeah,
for the
for the better. Yeah.
For the better. Great. Thank you. Ali, please answer the same question. How can backpacking around the world change our personality?
I think when you be familiar to new culture and also you learn how to be patient in your life because without enough money is difficult and need to be patient, and by going on this type of traveling you learn to be patient, and also being familiar with new culture helps you, I think.
For example, do you agree with people that, for example, or do you accept people who like to come to your house as a couch surfing, or not? You are not the kind of person who can accept this.
Actually, I like making new friends, but nowadays I don't have enough time to accept someone, but totally I think it's a good way, because in return you can try it in their country.
Yeah.
But about myself nowadays I can't do it.
But generally you don't deny it, and you may do it sometime in the future.
Yes.
Very good. How about you?
I think it's getting common in all around the world nowadays. There are lots of people who go on a journey, who go on a expedition for lots of countries. But in the past times, I think there weren't much of these.
Yeah, exactly. And how about you yourself? Do you accept people from different countries to come to Iran and stay in your house? And,
Yeah.
Can you
I
accept
will.
it?
Yes, I will welcome them, because I like to know people with different cultures. I like to interact with them, and I would make a good host. I think that there wouldn't be any problem with that.
Yeah, very good. I guess both of you can be really good hosts. Very
How
good.
about you?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not that much. I like to make new friends, and I like to communicate with foreigners, and I like to meet them, but I'm not sure about my own house. I'm not sure
Why
that
not?
I can accept them in my house or our house, actually, because I live with my family. Why not? Maybe it seems a little bit scary to me. Um, and maybe I'm not that much easygoing, but
Yeah.
sometimes when the first time, Kianush, the first time is really hard.
Yes.
Maybe if I experience it once, after that I would change my mind. But when
If you come out
now,
of your comfort zone, everything would be
yes,
different.
yes, exactly. But when, to be honest, when I think about it right now, I feel a little bit scared. I don't know why, but It's my feeling. Maybe I can change it in the future.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It was really a nice discussion. I enjoyed talking to you. And Kianush, thank you for joining again.
Yeah, thank you too. I miss you.
Nice. Oh, thank you. And I hope we can talk the next sessions too. Thank you for joining.
I look forward to it.
Thank you very much. And Ali, I really like to meet you every night. But I think on Wednesday you were absent.
Yes, in two previous sessions, I can't take a part.
Okay, no problem. I hope you can take part on Wednesday. And so
thank you so
you're
much.
welcome. See you on Wednesday and have a great time.
Great time. Goodbye. Good night.
You
Bye.
too. Goodbye.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.